Have you ever found yourself in this situation? Oh yeah, you like that? Want some more? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get you real good. Oh yeah. Is that Jim over there again practicing his rotation? Yeah, it's like the 5th time this week he's been in here since his wife left him. I kind of feel bad for the guy. Fear not, because with this 4-button rotation, the Hammer Mechanist has got you covered, coming in at around a steady 25k DPS with the 100% alacrity uptime. While this isn't the highest damaging build that Engineer can pull out, this is a much simpler one that every type of player can enjoy and use effectively. That being said, let's go ahead and hop right into the gear. For the gear, I run full 4-piece Berserkers with 2 pieces of Diviners on the headpiece and the pants. My trinkets are full Berserkers with a Diviner's backpack. My weapon is a Diviner's hammer with superior sigil of force and superior sigil of impact. I take Scholar's Runes for more damage. For the traits, we take Explosives, Firearms, and Mechanist. These traits will grant us various damage modifiers as well as enabling us to provide alacrity. For the skills, I take the Healing Turret for self and group healing, Shift Signet for stun break, Mech Boon Share, and mobility, Force Signet for break bars and damage increase, and Throw Mine for basic damage. The elite skill is Overclock Signet for even more damage and Signet Recharge Reduction. For the damage rotation, it's just 4 buttons with the option to add more. You'll start off with Hammer 5 into Hammer 2 and Throw Mine. You'll then use the elite skill and the Mech F1. From here, you're going to move on to the rotation, which is just press Hammer 5, press Hammer 2, and Throw Mine whenever they come up. While you're doing this, weave in auto attack chains and the Mech F1 ability on cooldown. What you should see is something like this, where you go in with Hammer 5, use Hammer 2 and Throw Mine, and while this is happening, you're letting your mech pulse alacrity with the F2 and the F3, and then you'll go into the Overclock Signet and then the Mech F1. You kind of want to not interrupt that flow, or else your mech is not going to pulse as much alacrity as it should be. Speaking of alacrity, we can provide it in a few ways. The most common way, as mentioned previously, is by using F2 and F3. These will command your mech to give allies barrier and alacrity. On top of this, you'll also passively generate alac while in combat. You're more than welcome to cast these 2 abilities on cooldown to generate alacrity, but I figured that might have been too many buttons. So instead, you're able to control right-click these 2 abilities and set them to auto-cast. Now, auto-casting isn't perfect. Sometimes the mech will lag on casting it, or other times the mech will just not be in the area due to a boss mechanic. Despite these things, however, I still found having the skills on autocast to be pretty reliable. Be careful not to interrupt your mech's channeling abilities by commanding them to cast another ability. This can happen during the elite skill or the F3 skill. It's also worth noting that Hammer 5 has a stun included as well as Throw Mine, so you do have more options on the break bar just in your damage rotation itself. And that's basically it. The low intensity Hammer Mechanist is able to pull out more damage than the low intensity build on rifle. By being a melee build, it also has better control when managing Mechanical Genius, a debuff that is applied when you're out of that 360 range. Now enjoy the build and start grinding. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.